Just gonna let your cat sit there.
I will.
Okay. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Did you have a fun time with Amicus at the lake?
It was very pleasant. Like, truthfully, honestly, a fun time. I would say quite fun.
Hanging with the bros.
Yeah,
Alex
isn't it
and Amicus.
always just a fun
The
time to
double A's.
go swimming with your bros at the lake?
Yeah, nothing bad ever happens at the lake.
Nothing bad. No. Nev. It's too soon, Josh. Too soon. I'm not ready.
Oh my god.
You can't do this
This
to
is
me.
like, what, part 12 of Adastra? Like, you can't.
I don't know, but you can't do this to me.
Yeah, I can.
It's too fresh.
It's...
We just watched that man's get drowned in the fucking lake. I can't. No jokes. It's too soon.
It's been like a month.
It's too soon. I'm not done mourning.
It's not even the first time that man's died in that game.
I know, but to be killed by Chase, I mean, come on. Is there any greater shame? I mean, truthfully, is there any greater shame?
Dating Carl.
I don't know. I'd rather date Carl than get killed by Chase.
I'd rather get killed by Chase than date Carl.
At the very least, you can, like, top Carl pretty easy.
Yeah, but I feel like he like probably would make the worst boyfriend of the four guys.
I don't know. Not if he gets better. Like
No,
at
the
the
way
end of
that
this
man,
route,
the way that man treated Flynn
Carl's going through shit.
during their relationship.
Yeah.
No, fuck that.
Flynn was not nurturing to him. How was he supposed to get better?
That's not what the side stories say.
Well, I didn't read them. So.
Yeah. They paint Carl.
Is he trash?
He's kind of a trashy
Is he
person.
garbage?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, at least with, like, Leo,
Uh-huh.
the only person he's hurting is himself and Chase.
True. One of those is okay. Oh, I think he's mad. I was grabbing his tail.
Are you?
But he's on a very inconvenient
Oh, he bite.
He's spicy.
Bite.
He's spicy right now.
Oh.
Ash, please. Behave.
Bite it.
Stop trying to feed him the remote.
He gets bored nomming on stuff real quickly.
Yeah, it's not really his steez. Unless it's my hand, in which case he likes to bite the crook of my hand when I hold him.
Did you never give him any bitey toys?
I did. But his primary bitey toy was my hand, because that's how I would play with him. I trained him very poorly as a kid. Like, I would just, like, mess with him with my hand, and he would cut me up and scratch me all the time, so that's just kind of where he's at with that.
Okay. Well, okay.
Alright, what are we doing?
Remember, we're going to see Kato
yeah.
for the training that...
Combat training.
Is Amicus late? Is he early?
He's
Did
late.
he make it on time?
He's late.
Okay.
He's a late boy, because he's irresponsible.
How dare you? The amphitheater is small compared to the massive one I'd seen in Rome. It might only be able to fit about 100 people at most. Although Alex tells me that the really big one is in the city center. He sits next to me on the bottom bench with the stairs between us as we watch Amicus stand alone in the center of the pit. He has his paws on his hips, looking around, waiting.
Well, I don't think he's here.
Clearly.
Do you want to be my sparring partner for the day, Alex?
No!
Coward.
Alex scrunches up, one paw going up to cover his earring, as Amicus just laughs. I look around, not seeing the old wolf anywhere. Are you gonna get in trouble, Amicus? Amicus shrugs, leaning one way, then the other in a sort of stretch.
Probably, but Kato is always upset. He'll probably just make me train an extra hour tomorrow or something. Besides, I got most of my exercise in at the lake.
Amicus suddenly does a handstand, his feet poking straight up in the air. And I'm amazed that he's able to keep perfectly balanced.
That's kind of cool.
Maybe. Alex quickly looks away as the hanging cloth on the wolf's upper undergarments falls upwards, even if everyone is still covered. Well, mostly. I can see the lighter colored fur that covers his front as he covers his inner thigh. That also covers his inner thigh. And then Amicus falls backwards, keeping his paw on the ground while his feet land with a thump. The wolf's back arched. Okay, like a bridge, like a pendulum. It's
Okay. Sure.
Pendulums make an arc,
Yeah, I know,
like a smile.
but he's not arcing. He's like making an arc.
You can pendulum upward, like if you swing it, it still makes an arc.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Why are you so against?
I'm not against anything. I'm just like, it's fine. Just move on.
Okay. It's kind of impressive seeing such thick, muscular body be so limber. What's he doing?
Playing with one of his toys.
Oh, okay. Not the paper?
New. One of the mouses.
Oh, okay. That's when I noticed Amicus looking directly at me from his upside down position, watching watching him.
You got so distracted so easy. He comes dashing in and all of a sudden.
I mean, but look, he go.
He's going. He's doing it.
He's like smacking the mouse suit. It's cute.
It's pretty good. He's gonna hit it down the stairs. There he goes. And now give it a few minutes. He's probably gonna start crying for no reason. And then I'm gonna have to yell at him to come up here because I'm up here, you idiot.
He wants you to bring the mouse upstairs.
I really don't.
You expect him to drag the mouse all the way up back the stairs?
He doesn't have to drag anything. It's like, it's so. Oh, see, look. Well, he didn't even.
He didn't grab it.
No, he didn't bring it.
There's
back
no
up.
mouse suit.
There's plenty up here somewhere. I think there's a couple up here. It's fine.
I quickly look away, blushing, realizing the wolf is just showing off. Amicus pushes off his paws, smoothly standing up straight.
Well, I suppose we could go back to the palace since I need a partner to do the rest of my training. Unless...
Amicus glances at me.
Marco, would you like to assist me?
No.
Do we get to fight Amicus?
I freeze up for a moment, still feeling a bit awkward of being caught staring at his body.
Oh, we get to fight him.
I know I can say no, but Alex is here, and I don't want to come off as a belligerent pet in front of him. We're still sort of pretending after all, even though Alex probably thinks something is off about me.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. It would probably be the other way around.
Okay, all right. I get up and stand awkwardly in front of the half-naked wolf, glad that I'm at least in my robes now.
Do your people have combat sports?
Actually, yeah. There were a few where your people uplifted. Wrestling and something else that where they basically just beat each other up. I can't remember the name of it, though. Amicus smiles.
That sounds familiar enough. This is called Pugnu, and it mostly involves punching, kicking, and grappling. The only rules are no claws, no teeth, and no going for the eyes or groin.
Amicus smirks at me.
And while sparring, we avoid striking above the neck. So, go ahead and throw some punches at me.
Amicus grins and hunches down, his paws out. I look over at Alex, who watches us a bit of a disappointed look on his face. Okay.
Yeah.
Amicus notices.
Don't mind Alex. His people are too soft for this sport.
Excuse me, but we invented the grapples you use. We just grew out of it. Amicus seems to ignore the cat circling me.
Come on, don't hold back. Mostly, I just want to train my reflexes.
I try to shake off my timidness and move forward, throwing an awkward punch at Amicus's chest. The wolf easily slaps it away.
I hope you can do better than that, Marco.
I blush and put a little more effort into a quick punch at the wolf's side, which he dodges with a jump to the right. I follow him. I follow him and jab at his stomach, which he blocks with an elbow.
Oh, come on. You could hit me harder than that.
Oh my god. We go on for a while longer until I finally stop huffing. Amicus comes up from his crouch.
I don't know why he'd be up in his crouch. It's fine. What's wrong? Tired already?
I shake my head. Honestly, I just don't like throwing punches at you. Feels kind of wrong. Alex perks up. See, Marco understands. Amicus rolls his eyes.
You're both soft. There's nothing wrong with a bit of sanctioned combat. In fact, I'd say it creates a more civilized... Oof.
I take the opportunity to jab Amicus on the side, making the wolf grunt.
Psst.
Amicus turns on me with widened eyes. Oops. Amicus frowns while Alex laughs.
I'll show you an oops.
Amicus smirks as he ducks in, grabbing my arm and easily pinning them behind my back. Hey! Amicus growls playfully in my ear.
Now it's your turn to train. Try and get out of this.
He leans heavily against me, using his weight to his advantage. It's clear I have no chance of getting out of the hold, but I try anyway, struggling and complaining. That's probably Kato.
Probably. Amicus!
I jump, and so does Amicus, the wolf immediately letting me go. The sudden lack of support almost causes me to face plant before Amicus catches me and sets me back on my feet. I turn around to see Kato. Mm-hmm. Despite the volume and fury in his voice just moments ago, he appears almost calm. Amicus and I stand there for a moment, heavily breathing, then Amicus bows.
Good morning, Kato.
I quickly follow suit, bowing low. There's a moment of silence as Kato regards us both.
Afternoon, you mean? You're late. My apologies. I lost track of time at the lake. Your pet did not remind you? Is that not one of his duties?
Kato's gaze snaps in my direction, and I almost jump. I don't know what to do, so I go back to bowing, wondering if I should apologize.
I have not taught him our hours yet, Kato. It's my fault.
Kato watches us for a moment longer, and then begins unfastening his robe.
Luckily, my appointment with the Praetor has been cancelled, so despite your tardiness, we may train.
Kato tosses his robe aside.
Move, pet.
No, okay. I stand there like an idiot for a moment before realizing he's talking to me. I hurry over to sit down next to Alex, and I can tell by the expression on his face that he's also a bit worried.
I see you've already warmed up.
Okay.
What?
You're not gonna check your message?
It just went buzz.
Your notification?
It's just the Discord. It's fine.
It's fine. I don't know. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. Kato glances over at me again before turning back to Amicus, getting into a crouch. Amicus stands awkwardly for a moment before doing the same.
Yes, did you need to? I did mine while I was waiting for you over half an hour, Amicus.
The two big wolves start circling each other. I want to ask Alex if this is normal, but something tells me I shouldn't speak out of turn in the presence of Kato.
Your brother had a very successful speech in the city today. Over 500,000 attended.
Amicus seems thrown off by what Kato said, but then Kato's fist snaps out and smacks Amicus right in the nose.
Oof. Ah!
The wolf stumbles back, blinking and snorting as he holds his face. I wince. Didn't Amicus just tell me they didn't go for the face during training? I look at Alex questioningly, but the cat is now looking firmly at the ground between his feet, his ears down.
That's double his last speech, Amicus, and it rivals your father's early days as emperor.
Amicus has recovered at this point, and he's got his paws back up, his teeth bared. He doesn't respond and starts circling Kato again, and this time he attacks first, throwing an elbow at Kato's face. Kato ducks in and moves to the side, smacking a fist into Kato's back, right over the kidney.
Ah!
Amicus lets out a pained grunt, bending sideways and stumbling before forcing himself back into position, his teeth showing now.
And while you were being a pup at the lake, Cassius was touring the countryside, and even that drew thousands.
Kato throws a sudden kick at Amicus's thigh, and I look away, but I still hear the painful thwack of furry flesh on furry flesh, yeah. This isn't training, this is punishment.
Stealing a ship and flying across the galaxy will only get you so far, Amicus. You win the people over, not me. Ugh!
Amicus bull rushes the old wolf, grabbing one of Kato's legs by the thigh, lifting it off the ground while he starts throwing vicious punches into the older wolf's face. Kato seems to become dazed, stumbling on his one foot, raising his paws to protect himself. I silently root for Amicus, wanting to see him put the old man on his ass. But then Kato's paw comes around in a vicious slap that turns Amicus's head to the right. He drops Kato's leg, and that's when the old wolf wraps his arms around Amicus's waist, settling his shoulders in the other wolf's stomach before actually lifting him up off the ground. I don't know exactly how much Amicus weighs, but it's probably around the same as Kato himself, and somehow the old wolf is able to carry Amicus across the pit in a rush. Alex and I dive out of the way as Kato crushes Amicus into the stairs with a thudding crunch.
Hoof!
I look back and see Amicus folded around Kato's shoulder, making a sound like a deflating tire as his eyes bulge. After a moment, Kato finally pulls back. Amicus curls up and rolls down the few steps to the pit of the amphitheater, making a horrible groaning sound. Kato, meanwhile, straightens out his undergarments before returning to pick up his robes.
Good spar, Amicus. I hope you learned something from it. I announced to the public that the trials will begin at the end of this month. Remember that your pet will be involved, so be sure that he's prepared.
Kato ties on his robes as he walks away, then suddenly turns as if forgetting something, addressing the still wheezing Amicus.
Oh, and your sister and her guest arrived today. She requested to see you in the Great Hall as soon as our session ended.
And with that, Kato stalks off, his robes billowing in the wind. I rush to Amicus' side. Amicus, are you okay? I know the wolves are tougher than humans, but if I'd been slammed into the stairs like that, there'd be a good chance I'd never get back up. I set a hand on the Amicus's back.
Might have just been a little thing.
On the
Probably meant
Amicus's
the
back.
small
Yeah.
of Amicus's back.
Okay. As he hugs at his middle and presses his face against the stone floor. He keeps making strained grunting sounds, and I can see a strand of drool connecting from his lips to the ground. Alex stands next to us, nervously fidgeting with his robe. Amicus? Amicus surprised me by roughly pushing my hand away.
I just lost my wind. Give me a moment.
Amicus turns away from me, and then rolls on his back, his paws above his head, still breathing. His breathing still irregular, but at least he is breathing now. Alex clears his throat. Amicus, do you need medical attention? Amicus takes a deep breath, then lets it out slowly.
No, Alex.
All right, then I should probably take my leave. I don't know when Cassius will return. Alex looks, immediately uncomfortable, bows to both of us. Amicus, Marco, thank you for the outing. It was very relaxing. He then quickly makes his way down his exit down the stone path, disappearing through the trees. I stand awkwardly off to the side, waiting for Amicus to recover.
Some ambassador friend he is.
He opens one eye, looking at me.
You know, you can head back to the palace as well.
I just want to make sure you're okay.
I'm fine.
I mean, he hit you really hard. I'm a little worried.
Don't be. Go back to my room.
Amicus's usually cheerful mood has completely disappeared. Well, if I'm pretending to be your pet, then I guess I'll just pretend to be worried, alright? Amicus just grunts and finally gets to his feet, wincing as he does. He straightens out his undergarments, which had twisted off to the side, before walking towards the same path Alex had taken. I quickly catch up, following a few steps behind the wolf. Amicus is hunched over, walking with a light limp. I feel a wave of anger for Kato. He's been nice to me yesterday, but now I realize that isn't typically for him. I understand the lesson he was teaching Amicus in the amphitheater, but I don't understand why it had to involve violence. Is this just how the wolves normally teach others? Fake civility with bursts of savage aggression? Was that what Kato did normal?
What do you mean?
I mean, does he usually just beat you like that? Amicus sighs deeply.
Not usually, no.
Seems a bit much.
Can we not speak of this? I'm not in the mood.
I go quiet, and I see Amicus's ears fall flat for a bit before coming back up. We walk the rest of the way to the palace in silence. I'm sure to stay a few steps behind Amicus, wanting to give him space. I get the feeling that while he's definitely upset about what happened, he's mostly just embarrassed that I saw it. We finally reach the main entrance to the palace, and just as we turn into the Great Hall... Amicus? A high sing-song voice echoes around the marble hall walls as a slight wolfish figure quickly approaches us.
Aww.
A wolf I can only imagine is Virginia walks up to Amicus.
It's funny that her name's Virginia. It's very interesting for, like, an alien name. Yeah. Like, okay, sure. She's pretty cute, though. I mean, she just looks like a skinnied up Amicus.
Yeah. Next, we'll see Texas and Florida walk in.
Oh my god. Oh, that would be beautiful. Florida's from a planet where they're all alligator people. like a Killer Croc type.
Oh my god, that'd be hot.
Or no, he would just be like Croc from Rim Racer.
Ooh, man.
That'd be him.
He
would show up. No, that's another. He's the ambassador from the planet that Rim Racer takes place on, where it's all racing all the time. Kind of like the Hot Wheels World Race kind of worlds, where for some reason every world is just a big track. Yeah. I watched that movie like a year or 2 years ago, so then recently it's pretty. It's an enjoyable watch, I will say.
That's how I feel about like Hot Wheels Battle Force 5.
Yeah.
Where like that's not a good show.
No.
But I'll sit there like if it was on and if I turned on the TV and it was on, I'd be like, you know what, this isn't a complete waste of 25 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. Pretty good.
Especially when, like, if you go to the, like, Nickelodeon, they have, like, Fanboy and Chum Chum, and you're just like, yeah, we're going back to Hot Wheels Battle Force 5. Like,
My sister really liked watching Fanboy and Chum Chum, and I hated the shit out of it.
I never watched a full episode.
It's
I was just kind of
horrendous. She didn't like it. My cousin, who lives in Oregon that I went to go visit one time, he was really into the Mighty Bee at one point. And I really disliked the Mighty Bee.
Man, why does Nickelodeon have such trash television?
I really don't know.
like,
Like, I don't even know what's on there today apart from SpongeBob.
don't they?
Is Big City Greens Nickelodeon, or is that... No, that's Disney.
Disney.
Big City Greens is Disney. What shows does
I've never
Nickelodeon
watched
have?
a full episode of Big City Green, but anytime I see a clip with the dad, I'm like,
Oh my god! I mean, you know.
no, like not in that way. Like he's just really jokey. He's fun.
Immediate backpedal. The immediate defense. I see.
He's kind of cute.
Yes.
Yeah. She places both paws on his shoulder and leans in, pressing the side of his face to hit her face to his.
Hi, Virginia.
Virginia pulls back, rolling her eyes. Amicus, I took your place on a trip around the moon for a full week, and your only response is, "Hi."
Sorry, I'm not feeling all that well.
Oh, was Kato too rough with you during training? Shall I have a word with him?
She looks so sassy. No, I'm just sore.
Well, you see, when both her brothers are bottoms.
There must be a top, I suppose. That's like I suppose that's fair. Because she definitely is just all top all the time. Like,
look at her.
just kind of is what it is. Those eyes just say top.
Oh no.
It's interesting, like, seeing them side by side. Because stylistically, she does look a little bit different than him.
A little bit.
But
it does make her like look distinct.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
For certain.
You could use a shower too. You smell dreadful.
We were swimming in the lake. Never mind. I should be getting back to my room.
Enough with the dour mood, Amicus. Not until we introduce our guests to each other.
This
good. This is a top look.
That is such a good portrait. That's really good.
She's looking down on everyone.
Like everyone. She looks so tall.
Including her guest. Virginia looks right at me, over Amicus' shoulder. Amicus sighs, then reaches out his paw to me. I walk over to him, letting the wolf place his hands on my shoulder.
This is Marco. He's an abandoned child.
Oh, fascinating. I thought Cass was pulling my tail in his letters. Virginia stretches out a paw. I stand there awkwardly, unsure of what to do, so I reach out and take her paw in my hand. Then, after another pause, I lean down and brush my lips on her fur like I've seen people do in the movies. Oh, interesting. It seems they have some sort of etiquette. I step back, keeping my head down.
A bit, yes. Now, where's the Chemian?
Manners, Amicus. He's examining the mural. She turns to her right, raising her voice a bit. Nephew, could you come over and meet my brother, please? There's a moment of silence, then soft steps.
Oh, we're putting Amicus right in the trash can. This is the man's we're getting with. This is him. This is the lad. Look at him. Oh, holy shit.
You're so basic.
Shut the fuck up. He's great. Amicus is way more of a basic choice. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
They're both
about.
basic.
No, he's just better. Oh my god. Absolutely. I will never forgive Fane for that image also.
Oh, with the Umbreon?
Yeah, I will never forgive him for
Yeah?
that.
Yeah?
I don't need to
Look,
hear
it just means you're predictable.
Shh, I am not.
Shut
the fuck up. No shit. But no, he's hot though. Look at how smug he looks. He's a top. Look at him. He's gotta be.
No.
Is he not?
No.
I don't know him. I don't know his personality.
No, he's...
Oh damn.
he's
Is he toppable? I can't tell if that makes him better.
He's the sassy power bottom, you know.
Ooh, it's kind of really good. Sorry, Amicus.
He lets you take the lead. You know?
Sorry, Amicus. We gotta go the Neferu route. Sorry.
Oh my god. A canine approaches around the corner. His fur much darker than the wolves, almost pitch black. He's covered in gold highlights, and immediately I'm struck by how he looks. Not just because his appearance is impressive, it definitely is, but mostly because he reminds me of something on Earth. Not just something, but an entire thing, a culture. As I stare, I realize that he's not looking at Amicus, but at me. I quickly look down again, not wanting to draw attention to myself. Neferu, this is my brother, Amicus. And Neferu bows his head slightly in Amicus's direction. Oh, you can do it, Neferu.
Hello. Thank you for letting me take up residence in your palace. This is indeed beautiful.
It's hard to describe, but I immediately know that Neferu is speaking a different language than the wolves. It has a different feel in my brain, like a different dialect.
Certainly. You'll have to excuse my appearance. I was just out combat training. Oh. Sorry. I had to move. What? Oh, I see. It must have been a rough session by the looks of it.
Neferu gives Amicus a cool smile, and Amicus can only manage a grunt in response, self-consciously running a paw over his head fur. That's when Neferu turns his cool blue gaze on me.
And who might you be?
I open my mouth to answer, and then catch myself and quickly look back down.
This is Marco, my pet. He's an abandoned child.
Amicus says it quickly, putting his paw on my shoulder again, while gently pulling me in the direction of his room.
It was wonderful meeting you, but now I must be off to my shower.
Neferu offers his paw to me. I pause again, but Amicus just stares at Neferu, so I take it and do the same I did with Virginia. Neferu lets out a soft chuckle as I let go of his paw.
What a fascinating creature. Do you speak?
I make sure to give a long pause, then... Little.
I see.
Neferu keeps his eyes fixed on me, and I have to wonder why the hell he's taking such an interest. Amicus draws me closer to his side with a paw before starting to walk in the direction of the hall.
If you'll excuse us, I need my pet's assistance in the showers. Pleasure meeting you.
Virginia, who has been silent throughout, smiles. Don't worry, Neferu. We just caught my brother in a bad mood. Usually he's much more friendly.
I can hear you, Virginia. I'm still here.
Yup. So you are. Yet you said you had to be off. We should speak more in depth this evening. Perhaps when you've stopped sulking.
Oh my god. These two.
Yeah, look at these two.
These two are like a pair. Oh my god, I love this. We're bullying this man's, and it's...
Oh, I am 100% okay with bullying the Amicus.
Oh, absolutely.
This is a bullying boy. It's almost as bad as Benny from Smoke Room.
Is Benny bullyable?
Yeah. He's the golden retriever, if you remember his design.
He looks bullyable.
Yeah.
He's a golden retriever boy. He looks like you'd bully him.
He starts acting a little bratty, and I'm like,
oh.
He wants to be bullied. Amicus grunts nonchalantly and pulls me along towards his bedroom. Okay, we'll end the part there, I think.
Cool.
So we'll see you around, everyone.